All right, love to my Gooners, Goonerettes, and Gooner babies. Not forgetting my Gooner elders. Salute. Hot. Sorry, I'm not even trying. This is enough. This is enough that I'm putting this hat on, trying to represent. You know what I mean? It is too hot for all of that. It is the first. It is the first. So you know how hot it is. That's what I'm gonna say. So don't be judging me. It's too hot. It is too hot. Straight up and down. But got a video for you. I have a video for you. You know what I mean? And the video is titled, Do People Care About Women's Football? And it is from the channel The Long Play. You under dig me? 98,000 subscribers. So go follow that brother right there. Don't know what his name is. You'll probably find that in the video. But yeah, I was just getting inner. I was just getting inner it. I was chilling on the sofa. I was just getting inner. I was like, nah, let's react to it. So let's get inner. But before we do any of that, as always, people, you know what it is. Need you to help a brother out, man. Need you to help a brother out. HBO. Let's hit those subs. Let's hit it. Come on. Let's get to 1,000. Let's get to that 1K. I think we just went over 550. So we did. Let's keep it going. Tell a Gooner to tell a Gooner, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We here, man. Let's do it. Let's get to that 1K for the season start. You heard me? This ain't Jersey. Right, let's get into this video. Yeah.
Gooner on the sofa, the pride of North London.
All right, so let me just take Miss Cakes off the screen. Bring the brother in right there. And let's see what we see. Hear what we hear. Obviously, I'm going to be stopping in between to talk about what I want to talk about. Let's go.
This is a graph showing the attendances for football matches in the Women's Super League going back the last 5 seasons. It was rising rapidly until recently, where it started to drop. If you live in the UK and, to be honest, anywhere across Europe, you'll feel the growth of women's football all around you. More coverage, more hype, more fans. But how much of that growth is real? And if the game is growing, then why are in-person audiences beginning to fall? Also, does women's football make money? Yes, there are bigger commercial deals happening, but as you'll see later, a lot of these clubs are making pretty significant losses.
The Women's World Cup is a bit rubbish.
It's a bit rubbish. I'm gonna assume, right, that it's a little bit like the WNBA. I don't know this for a fact. I'm just going to assume it's a little bit like the WNBA, where they don't make as much money as you think that they would, but we can tell that by their wage. I.e., I saw a graphic made of, I think it was Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey's weekly wage is the same as Leah's yearly annual payments. Same thing. But you know why. You know why you don't make more. It's not about playing the same game. It's the level and the attention that each level gets. It's not that hard to understand. You get me? It's not that hard to understand. Big up Terry Flewers. You get me? Terrorist. We went to the same school. I went to school with his brother, but he went to our school, right? That don't mean because we went to the same place, we should have the same subs, or we do the same thing, we should have the same sub. It doesn't work like that, people, or that I could get upset at the fact that he's from East London too. And that doesn't make any sense. None of that makes sense just because you're doing the same thing. It's the level that you're doing it, the consistency that you're doing it. You know what I mean? There's levels to this, people. Come on. Let's not be silly now. You know I love my Gooners, my Goonerettes. You know I love my girls.
You know what they remind me of? Year 10 girls.
More women's football on TV than ever before.
I'm Jordan, and I'm on a mission to bring the business of sport to 1 million people. Today, in this video...
Can I just say that goal, I swear it was Chloe Kelly that scored that goal. Men score them goals too. That's the thing. I don't like when they show the clips of the girls and it's like shit. Because you can do that for any sport. Literally any sport by anyone. You can make an hour of it being dumb.
Along with research from Lucas Novick, we're going to dive into all the numbers with a view to answering one question. Do people care about women's football? It's a fascinating topic, so I'm going to define care into 4 chunks: attendance, commercial deals, club finances, and social and cultural indicators. We're also going to see how the European Championships are coming at a pivotal time for club finances and social and cultural indicators. We're also going to...
Oh shit, sorry, I'm trying to stop it on that.
and social and cultural indicators.
Right. Because we're just talking about the galleys, yeah, attendance. Come on, I know. I go to the Arsenal women's game, so I know it's popping. You get me? Either stadium is popping. You get me? And the girls they set records at the Emirates. You know, they ding me for women's games, so I know we good there. Commercial deals. I think just as a whole, women's football hasn't got commercial deals like that, but they're coming, and our girls are up there. You get me? Our girls are up there doing their thing. Club's finances, now we're owned by the Cronkies, is what it is, and we ain't selling our galleys to ourselves and none of that yet. You know what I mean? Unless that's some loophole that millionaires just feel like they're doing. And social and cultural indicators. I know this ain't the galleys, but there's been black women. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they feature yet, because as you can see, I just started reading this book. But get me? We got galleys, blood. You know what I mean? Fling this Alex Scott in your face real quick. We got galleys. You know what I mean? We got galleys, and I just have to keep saying this because sometimes people don't know. We Arsenal women don't give birth to this thing, yeah. Don't give birth to this thing, yeah. Now everyone's coming home, blood. You know what I mean? Watch this window. But anyway, let's get back to this.
We're also going to see how the European Championships are coming at a pivotal time for women's football too. We'll start though with attendance, because that graph, that falling graph, is fascinating to me. So I'm going to break down the numbers and give you more intel about attendance in the women's game. Most clubs in the WSL play their games at designated stadiums. Chelsea women play at Kingsmeadow, where their capacity is just under 5,000 people. Man United women play at Lee Sports Village, where the capacity is a bit bigger. It's 12,000 people. Sometimes, however, the big games are played at the men's stadium. In the 2023-2024 season, Chelsea played at Stamford Bridge 3 times. And when they did, the attendance ballooned. Almost 20,000 people saw them play Man City. Nearly 35,000 people saw them play Arsenal. And 21,000 people saw them play Liverpool. Man City women did the same. They had 3 games at the Etihad, where once again, the attendance went mad. The derby against Man United, 22,500 people watched that. Arsenal, though, are the queens at in-person attendance. 9 of their 12 home games in the 2023-2024 season were played at the Emirates Stadium. 2 of which crossed 50,000.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're levels. It's different. It's different. And this is what I keep saying. Yeah, like if you want to be for real, Liverpool, Man United probably are bigger across the world, right? But their women's teams ain't. Our team's different. We built different. The popularity, it filters through, blood. The babies even get love. They could even get more love if they had like proper channels and stuff that they promoted their games on, instead of just dead. You never know when it's on, they just fling it on. Look, as I've been there, blood. You can see the background. That's me there. See me in the corner right there? That's my face. At a women's game. That's North London Derby, blood. You get me? Packed. You can see it everywhere. Look, up there, over there. Packed, rocking. Talking about, blood. It's different for us.
People in attendance. In fact, this table shows average attendance per team. As you can see, Arsenal have completely figured out in-person attendance at a high level consistently. However, I'm going to go back to that graph I showed you at the beginning of the video. This graph is trending downwards.
Yeah, because I want to see this, because it doesn't seem that way on social media. So let's go, because he's going to talk about that.
Yes, average attendance in the WSL fell in the most recent season, and analysts have 3 key reasons for this. The first reason is the clubs who are playing in the league. Bristol City women got relegated from the WSL and were replaced by Crystal Palace. Despite their not so great on-pitch performance, Bristol City were one of the highest attended women's clubs in the country, with a lot of their games being played at Ashton Gate. Crystal Palace are actually one of the lowest attended teams in the WSL. So out went one of the highest, in went one of the lowest, completely skewing average figures across the entire league. That's not going to help. The second reason is the lack of major tournament football.
That's a bitch, innit? That's a bitch, innit? Yeah, when you start flinging them numbers up, it don't look too good, does it? Because they were complaining that Palace went back down, but I knew they would go back down. Because you're not built like that yet. It takes time. Trust me.
In the summer preceding the latest season. If you'll remember, a few years ago, England women won the European Championships. The following season, we got to the World Cup final. However, last season, we didn't qualify for the Olympics. Major tournament football has seemed to have quite a significant impact on the engagement and the viewership of domestic football in the UK. Without that last summer, attendance has fell. The final reason that analysts have for the fall in attendance is my beloved club, Man United women. In fact, Let me change this jersey for my Lionesses jersey. That's a bit more appropriate. Man United women had the biggest attendance drop of any team in the WSL last season. They went from averaging almost 11,000 people per game to just over 7. That doesn't sound like a lot, but at this level, it's pretty big. Analysts predict, again, the lack of tournament football, maybe Man United malaise at the moment, but also losing some stars. Katie Zellum and Mary Earps don't play for Man United anymore. That again skewed league figures. So all of these make sense, but this is the long play right here. We're TLP. I went and looked for more reasons as to why attendances were falling, and I think I've got some better ones.
Those ones sound reasonable. They sound reasonable, but let's see what he dug. Let's see what he dug up.
Shout out to some good folks on Reddit. Their perspective was actually very insightful. Transport is a key reason. Look at this comment right here. A lot of the WSL grounds have really bad transport links and bad access to get to it. If it's an arduous trek, sorry, I ain't going. Fair. Other comments echoed this. I'm a Man United fan, but I moved.
That's not fair. It ain't fair, but alright, cool. Because if you're supporting your team, you go, blood. You get me? They play on the marshes, you go walk on the marshes, blood. So you're just not a supporter like that. You're a fan.
Out of Manny ages ago. Lee is an absolute pain to get to, but if it's at Old Trafford, I can normally make it. Another comment said similar. Yeah, I once went to Lee Sport Village using public transport and it was wild. Won't be doing that again, that's for sure. Interesting.
Yeah, but I can say when I went to the Arsenal women's game in is it Borowood? Borowood? I don't think I had to say them things there. But either way, went by car. I would not go by transport, which is quite funny because when I went to the Emirates to watch them, I went by transport. That's because it's a bitch to drive around here, blood. Yeah, me, North London, Jesus Christ.
Another reason was scheduling, and more specifically, clashes with men's games. A big thing I noticed was the clashes with the men's fixtures. It just isn't doing anyone any favors. Especially,
I hate that. I don't know about Man United. I hate that. I like it when it's a double bubble Sunday. You get me? That girls play at 12:30, boys play at 4, or even if it's closer. Sometimes it's like dead close. I don't mind that, but they take the piss. Sometimes it's the boys start at 8 and the girls start at 7:30. I don't like that shit. It's to say it's my club, blood. You can't be putting on my club at 2 different times on the same day. That crossover, because I like it. I love a double bubble. Either way, boys play first, girls play after. I don't care. You get me? But as long as I can watch both. Sometimes I would have it on. If they're gonna try and do a crossover thing, I have my watch over. Normally, it's the girls who start first. So I'll watch the girls for like 20 minutes, or sometimes it's nice and you can watch maybe a half. I'll watch a whole half. Cut that watch along off. Come back, get ready for the guys one, and I have the girls on like the laptop, and I've got the boys on the big TV. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I ain't gonna front and be like, yeah, I'm gonna turn down watching my man them that I started back in the club in the first place. You had to dig me. I've been a Gooner longer than the Arsenal ladies have been around. It was ladies first. You get me? Been there before that.
for a team like United, where the ground is 90 minutes away on public transport. Yeah, now we're getting into the meat of it. Other comments echoed the scheduling point too. I do wonder about some of the kickoff times. When you have a league whose demographic is skewing towards families, are having matches at 5 p.m. on a Sunday really the best idea? That's the real insight. There's a tension here. The women's...
I like that one. That was genius. Genius, because let's be real. Let's just say how it is and forget all them PC people, you get me? They said football's man's game, right? That's when the man then went down pub, watched the game, back to the pub, bum, 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 bum. Mrs. moaning, she comes out to get him, pulls him out by his ear. We all know the East London stereotype, right? Now you try and make it friendly instead of peaceful. It's not even meant to be peaceful because it's meant to be, you get me? But you want to make it famalam. Famalam is 12:30. Famalam is 2 p.m. Famalam might be it's going to be 12:30, but I say the 11 a.m. But that's still 12:30 kickoff. You dig me? You got on families early. You can't be doing 5:30 Wednesday. European nights. Family. You get me? It ain't what you think this is. See? You're trying. That's why I will take the knowledge of a female superstar, Miss Williams Serena, when she says the male and female tennis is like two different sports. It has to be the same here. Yes, when you look at it with your two eyes, it's 11 humans against 11 humans chasing pigskin. Yes, that is the same. When you start focusing now, if you actually have eyes and you don't need, obviously, if you need glasses, get glasses. But if it's all blurred to you, then it just looks like, it's all the same. Then you focus, okay, I see what's going on. These humans are a little bit more faster, stronger. You know what I'm saying? A bit more aggressive even. Look how they treat the referee. But don't get that twisted. Anyway, but see how they're moving compared to see how like, these are moving. Even the crowds are different. You're not trying to have mixed crowds. When I say mixed crowds, there shouldn't be two people with two different shirts sitting next to each other unless the badge is the same. You're not starting trouble, bruv. Get me? Because it's passion. Anyway, I digress. Sorry.
Game wants bigger crowds, but the logistics of bad public transport clashes with the men's team times. That's a fixable problem and one the WSL has to take seriously. At this point, the fall in attendances is more interesting than concerning. I'm still long-term bullish here. There's a lot of reason to be optimistic, but I'm going to be intrigued to see the numbers this time next year after the European Championships, which are about to start in the summer of 2025. If this trend continues, then we've got a problem on our hands. However, where there is no problem whatsoever is the commercial deals in women's football. Everything
There we go.
is up and to the right. Now, let's start with the money. Barclays recently signed a 3-year, £45 million deal to sponsor the WSL and the Women's Championship. This deal is double the previous one. On top of that, the WSL has a brand new broadcast deal with Sky Sports and the BBC. This deal was negotiated by Nuco, a entity set up to handle the commercial deals for women's football, and is a significant increase on the previous deal. It's worth £65 million and is a 60% increase on the current broadcast deal for women's football. If you've been a fan of my channel, you'll know I speak about broadcast deals a lot. They're very important in all.
See, money's starting to come in. But this is, like I said, baby steps. It wasn't too long ago. Shit was moving nice. Then a couple of ACLs started popping off. Then complaints about the pitches. And my mind just went straight to, where you think like Glenn Hoddle and them man, George Best and them man, where you think them man play at? Where did you think them man play at? It weren't these carpets. It was not these carpets. They had to play on goddamn down the road ground. That's what down the road. You get me? Bumpy. They weren't even grass. You watch them sometimes, it's not even grass. You're blessed if the center circle was grass. Or if the goalkeeper's area was grass. You're lucky. Come on. Baby steps. Your team just started. You can't go, they got that. You don't get that. It's ridiculous. That's like setting up something for the babies them. You give them something in like Hackney Marsh or something and you set up the changing room and everything. We ain't got a big screen like they have at Arsenal. You're not a professional. You're a baby. And then when you get to the women, it's you don't get that much because you don't earn that much. And it's not even the fact that you don't earn that much. We don't create. It don't even matter who's talking to you, a fan, the manager, the owner, a teammate. We do not make enough. So as soon as we can make enough, things will get done. And Nelka had to be sold for a training ground to come. Things have to happen. It's you get me? It's gone are the day when you just give money and then build it. Get it. There you go. It doesn't work like that. Come on. Focus.
All major sports. And in the men's game, we've started to see the plateau of the domestic broadcast deal. In the women's game, it's only going one way. Finally, the 12 teams in the WSL combined for £65 million in revenue, the most it's ever been. Every single team in the WSL made more than £1 million in revenue for the first time ever. Deloitte analysts...
Nice. There you go. For the first time ever. Now we keep building. No problems. You keep building. Your business just made a mil. Let's go.
Showed that money had gone from 48 million to 65 million in just one season. It's up. So from a commercial perspective, everything is up, which is encouraging. Brands are piling in. Visa, PepsiCo, EA Sports, Budweiser, DoorDash, Nike, Google Pixel. They've all increased their spend on women's football in the last 3 years. Evidence suggests that the women's game is safer. It's more wholesome, it's less tribal, and it's less intrusive. And
yeah, that's why sometimes I think maybe I'm not the supporter that they want. Because I'm tribal than a motherfucker. You're wearing the Arsenal badge, blood. You want to go and get a different badge, and I can stop supporting. I ain't got no problem with that. because you won't be Arsenal. I only care about Arsenal women because they're Arsenal. You get me? Simple as that. I'm not going to lie at all. If they're not Arsenal, I don't give a damn. I don't like you. You're not part of my team. You get me? The club, blood. Up and down. If there's a blind team, I back them, man. If there's a one-legged team, I back them, gal. I'm backing mines. Talking about, bruv.
Brands are starting to see that. Visa's partnership with the US women's national team led to a 27x increase in positive fan engagement. When Chloe Kelly scored the winner in the Euro 2022 final, searches for her Nike sports bra increased by nearly 1,600%. EA put Kylian Mbappe on the front of FIFA next to Sam Kerr. There's a commercial shift here happening, and brands are tapping in. It's not just at club level either. Leah Williamson is the captain of England's women's football team. She's seen her brand sponsor increase massively. Nike, Doritos, Cadbury's, Vogue, MasterCard, Gucci, Pepsi. Shout out Leah. She's getting to the bag.
Shout out Leah, blood. Different levels to you lot, blood. Told you. England captain, future Arsenal captain. That's right. She's the next captain. Sorry, this is about to fall. She's the next captain, blood. Say something about my gal Leah. Yeah, man. Milton Keynes princess, bruv. Say nothing. Talk to me nice. Yeah, man. That's right. I know my galley, blood.
Horan is the US women's national team captain. She's experiencing the same too. Adidas, Carex, Cherubini, Experian, Coppola. Her roster is increasing. A big one is Alexia Putellas, Spanish captain. She's a star. Nike, Visa, Cupra, Iberdrola, Samsung. If you're asking if brands care about women's football, the answer is a simple one. Yes. Women consume.
Why wouldn't you? Because they consume the most. You'd be an idiot not to. That's what I'm saying. It will come. It will come. And the joke thing is, former players. I'm talking Pauline Cope. You get me? Way back when, blood. Our girl who works for Arsenal now, you see her in the pictures when the girls get signed. Claire, is it Whitney or Whitmore? Can't remember her last name, but it's Claire. All them vet there. They didn't get it. Alex Scott, even them gal there, she didn't get it. Leah now, she's gonna get the taste. She's gonna taste it. But the next Jenna gal, woo!
Differently. They spend more on merchandise. They engage for longer. And they're often new to football, which means
And the joke thing, and then the gen after that might be able to say something to the championship, man them. Like on advertisement, on knowing, on you get me, being invited places and that, they might be able to step to them. I think they're probably kind of ready. When you think about championship teams, what players do you think of right now? The person that I'm thinking of, they're coming to the Premier League anyway. It's Leeds, and it's I can't remember his name now, but it's the striker. You get me? And Jude's brother just left Sunderland. They're just coming up. He just left there. You get me? I can name you a bag of gal from the WSL, brother, not just Gooner.s. Bag of gal.
brand loyalty is up for grabs. That's powerful, and it's starting to work. So now we've covered two bases. Matchday attendance is on the decline, but commercial opportunities are rapidly on the rise. There's something I've always wanted to know though. Does women's football actually make money? Well, I'm going to give you the headlines. I'm
going to stop it right there. So I don't want to take over this brother's whole thing. Make sure you go and watch his whole video. Hold on a minute. Let me get you that info. It's the long play. Yeah. And that's it. And this video is called Do People Care About Women's Football? So yes, got that there. And yeah, man. I like women's football. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know when I started watching again. I think it was probably the same year, the same season or the season after Alex Scott retired. I think. It's been a minute. Yeah, me. But I've always bigged up the Galleys because I know about them, yeah, because we've been holding shit down. They've been doing quads and all them thing there. It's normal. Unbeaten seasons was normal. It's normal for them. They don't even celebrate that. It's normal. But yeah, I'd like to know what you people are saying out there. You get me? To my 550 plus subscribers, making our way to 1K. Let me know what you're saying down below in the comment section about this. Yeah, because you know why as well? Because I'm going to go and finish watching this. You know why as well? It'll piss me off. If you look at my reels on YouTube or on my IG, I do the half face thing. Someone's bottom face with the top of their face with the top of someone else's and say, guess who that is? So I had the galleys one up, and someone in the comments come with, no one knows because no one watches women's football. Yeah, you jack blood. Just say you don't like it. You don't even have to say that. Just shh. Always something. See now, oh shit, I forgot to put that up there. So now I'm realizing what the galleys is saying. You know what I mean? Some waste man out there, blood. If you don't like it, why are you even anywhere near where it's being talked about? Get me? Same way you're not. I'm sure you don't like violence against innocent people, so you don't be around where that happens. Simple. Anyway, big me up. Help me with this. Yes, sir. Nice. Just subscribe to the channel. Tell a Gooner to tell a Gooner. And yeah, man, let me know in the comments what you're saying, man. What are you saying about women's football? Where do you stand? Do you like it? Do you watch? Do you support? Do you support Arsenal? Or do you just support Arsenal men? Do you support Arsenal men, women, and the babies in the academy? Tell me what one with your lifestyle. What type of Gooner is you? What type of fan are you from your own club? And that is me. Let me get this off the screen. Because I'm out of there, people. Stay good. Stay blessed. And I will see you on the next video, man. I'm out of here, man. What? That's my Gooner. Do it again.
Go on.
Shout out to my Gooner babies. Make sure you subscribe.
Woo! All day, you know that it won't change. So stay tuned in, cause the party's never over. Get it hype, this is Gooner on the sofa.